So we are back today. We're at Shoesmith for the launch of Rail Safety Week 2023, and I'm joined by Sam Boucher. So thank you so much for taking the time out today. How's the day going? Tell me all about it.
Oh, it's been amazing. We've had so many great speakers here today talking about lots of different amazing topics, all the way from how to be safer on the railway, how as rail industry we can be a little bit more supportive of how we can educate people on being safe on the railway, all the way up to things that I didn't even think about, such as corruption and exploitation of workers. So it's been amazing, really, really good.
Incredible. So can we learn a little bit more about you? Can you tell us about your role, what your company does?
Yeah, so I work at Freightliner, which is a freight train company, and they are the big long trains that have all of the different containers on the back and take the goodies inside from A to B. But we have quite a big stretch. So Freightliner also have road and terminals as well. So lots and lots to get your teeth stuck into at this company. My role is specifically looking at the health and safety of our workers. So I deliver training on anything that's non-technical skills, so human factors, so how do we act as people when we're at work, and how we can become more safe when we're doing the things that we do when we are at work. And I also look at things such as accident investigation. So if things were to go wrong, why do they go wrong, and what can we do to prevent or reduce the likelihood of them happening again in the future?
Incredible. And how is Freightliner supporting Rail Safety Week?
So we have done quite a few things. So we look at spreading the word across all of our platforms. So we all have a hashtag which we all use, which is Rail Safe Friendly, and we talk about all the great stuff that Learn Live do on a regular basis when we're on our social platforms. We've also done a live read of an amazing book that one of our colleagues has written called Arlo's Adventure. So Bessie has just done a live read with Learn Live, which is going to be launched in September, ready for the new school academic year to take place. And we also talk about all of the things that we can do inside our little work group to our own family and friends as well. So lots of us are parents, lots of us are grandparents, not me yet. So we do, what can we do in order to educate our families and our friends so that they can spread the word as well.
Now we know the incredible work that Freightliner do, and we're seeing that become more prevalent, especially on the Learn Life channel, which is amazing. What can other companies and organisations do to support this week, and I suppose support rail safety as a whole?
Oh, you can do so much. So internally, talk about it, briefs, make people aware of what safety looks like, and when things aren't quite going to how you expect them to be, whether that looks different or someone's acting different, have that courage to speak up and that confidence to actually accept that something isn't going to plan, and make safe changes where possible. I think as well, what we can do is to support the education of our young people, whether it be at schools or talking at our local volunteering centres, Cubs, Scouts, Brownies, Girl Guides, all of those different type of activities where children get involved in, that they can learn different things about how the world works, in particular how to be safe around the railway. Because I don't think many people know that railway safety isn't part of the national curriculum. Many things are, and schools have to teach about that, but rail safety isn't, and it absolutely should be. And I'm an advocate for that. Having been a mum myself of two young boys, I talk to them all the time about how to be safe when they're out and about, and I don't think rail safety should be kept back, because there's lots of different opportunities for children and adults to get near to a railway, whether they know whether it's safe to do so or not. So I think keep the conversation going, not being afraid to ask the questions. There's lots of different platforms on there that you can shout out and ask questions to. So get involved with the conversation is probably my biggest tip that I would give people.
Absolutely. And also as well to recognise that we know, or we should know, the basics, so to speak, about the staying behind the yellow line and things, but it's actually about having those conversations about the hidden dangers and things that we actually don't know about. So it kind of leads me on to my next question about, let's focus on the young people that are watching this week. What message about rail safety would you give to them?
My message to you all would be, if you don't know if it's safe, then don't get involved. Don't go there. Don't cross that area. Don't step onto something that you're not sure whether you should or shouldn't. If you don't 100% know it's safe, then walk somewhere else, get a different route. It doesn't matter if all your friends are doing it. You don't want to be that one person, because you're very, very valuable and you want to stay safe, because that's the most important thing. You've got a lot to do. There's things that you don't know because you're not told. And I'm a very strong advocate for you don't know what you don't know. And as humans, we make errors. It's how we learn. You can't come back from a error on the railway very easily. So stay away unless you know that it's safe to cross or safe to go where that railway is. A little bit of fact for you though, because I don't think everybody knows that a train can travel up to 125 miles per hour, which is incredibly fast, faster than a car on a motorway at national limit. So if you think about that for a minute and then think, do you think you could outrun that? Probably no. A freight train isn't always on the timetable either. So if you think that you've looked and it's okay to cross because there's not going to be any trains there, you might be missing those big freight trains that are going to be coming down as well. And they also go quite fast. So my message to you all, as I've said, is stay away, stay safe, and look after yourself and each other. And be an advocate. Speak up. If someone else is doing something that you know is not safe, tell them. They'll thank you.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Huge thank you, Sam, for coming on and taking time out of your busy day. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.